we're going to kick off with our first question about why you decided to have your child apply to TEAK. And Avalon, take it away.
Hi. So the reason why I chose TEAK is because TEAK gave Kyle, challenged Kyle to meet his full potential. And also TEAK gave Kyle the opportunities that his regular school couldn't. So I was very thrilled when Kyle was taking Shakespeare classes when he first joined TEAK, something his school did not offer. So I was very excited about that and for him to participate in a monologue, which was really great. Um, the reason why is because TEAK helped develop his independence and mold him into the significant young man and ready for high school. You know, they started him on his way for his next journey in life and prepared him for that preparation for high school, which I'm very happy for.
Thanks so much, Avalon. What about you, Raymond?
Well, TEAK is the way, you know. So my point, my take on it was because Chloe has evolved big time at TEAK, and before TEAK, she was very shy. She was more, tunnel vision. Now she's actually, she looks at her surroundings. She actually has evolved from like a 10% all the way to a 90%. She still have that 10% of growth, to gain, but TEAK just been one of the greatest experience for us as parents and for Chloe, as a student. So I don't see no other way, and TEAK it is.
Awesome, Ray. And Amina, there you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, this question remind me when I just applied for TEAK for my daughter. First of all, I'm from Morocco. I came from another country. My education is from another country. When I came here and I have children, I always worry about the education here. Who's gonna help me to help my kids to choose the best school? And always I worry. And one day my friend, she talked about TEAK, and she always say a good stuff about TEAK, but I never believe. I never believe that program is gonna do something for my girl. But after I apply and I put my daughter there, I saw a big difference. And all the things that I didn't trust before, I trust it now, because TEAK is like a hand, like that I can hold that hand and it's gonna show me the way that's where I'm gonna put my girl. For me, not because I'm lying or just I saying that in front of TEAK now, but TEAK is like another parent for my daughter. Believe me, that means something that I'm so happy now. She's there, and always I thankful God and that friend who showed me TEAK. I'm more relaxed because I have people who's gonna help her, who change her personality. She's more independent. She's more smarter than before. She's a good hard worker. She can manage everything. She can handle everything. And always those people, they are next to her. That means I feel like I'm good. I'm happy to be here in America because I have like those people here.
Thank you so much, Amina. Thank you. Awesome. All right. We'll save our tears for the end too, because this does get a little emotional sometimes. So Rahel and Taisha are going to take on this next question about what the transition into TEAK was like for your child.
Okay, so I will start. The transition with TEAK, it was very challenging for George in the beginning because at school he was academically excelled very well in school. Didn't take much for him to do well in classes. So when he got into TEAK, the workload was a lot more for him. He was more challenged by the academically because he had to balance school and TEAK work. But he was also excited by the challenge because made him feel like he can do more and that he's capable of doing more. And so I'm very proud of him because he definitely uh, we had several back and forth with him, but he managed to get through the application process and everything. So we're good. Yeah, I'm very proud of him.
Yeah. Heading to high school in a couple weeks, well, a couple months, but it'll feel like a couple weeks, trust me. Thank you, Rahel. And Taisha, what about for you and Amai?
Yes, so I actually had to really think hard about these questions because, right. For myself and Amai, for me in particular, it was, I wrote, it was complex for me at first because I'm a single parent. But thank goodness I have an amazing employer and I'm an amazing team member. Honestly, it would not have worked out if my employer wasn't so flexible and so understanding. And then I think too, me being with my employer for so long, it just made it that much easier of a decision to say, hey, no problem, whatever you need to do, we got your back. So that was really important to me. Amaya is pretty simple. So I did ask him this question today, and I wanted him to answer me honestly. So these are his words. Amaya basically said it wasn't bad. I made a lot of friends. The workload is a lot, but I'm learning something new, and I embrace the challenge. Those are his words.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
No problem.
All right. And, next up is how TEAK has supported you and your child thus far. So we've got Rahel, Avalon, and Raymond. So Rahel, back to you.
TEAK has supported us 100% from the beginning up until the application process, all the way through. They held our hand and just guided us through the process. I just want to tell you guys that I have experienced another educational enrichment program that my aunt will tell you, comparing the two programs. I'm not going to name the name, but TEAK has 100% been very supportive throughout the process, has supported George emotionally, academically. They are on point when it comes to his performance. They know when he's falling short from his greatness, and they will definitely let them know, and also let us know. And it's a collective we work together to make sure that the student is performing very well. So I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, thank you guys. TEAK is very, very strong system. Very strong system.
Thanks, Rahel. Avalon.
So I have a list of that how TEAK supported us so far. So provided parents and TEAK fellows with workshops that provided everyone with knowledge and skills. And they also match Kyle with a mentor that is a role model and provide guidance throughout his journey towards high school. Provided financial aid workshops that assisted with the financial aid process. Opportunity to visit boarding schools. Assisted with the high school application process. And TEAK always has an open door policy where you can always call and someone will be there to answer any questions you may have. Now, during this tough time, I must say, they're always available. I must say, Kyle's dean, who is Leslie, she always keeps communication through. And there were times that I had struggled with the, because Kyle was accepted into Berkshire, which is in Massachusetts. So I had problems where I was having difficulty uploading and downloaded information into the portal, and she was always there to assist and support us to get everything completed.
Great. Thanks, Avalon. And Raymond.
Well, that's tough to follow after the girl, to add to Rahel and Avalon, it's just TEAK just been, beyond. It's a family. It's a program, organization, family, however you want to call it, to feel comfortable. They're always there. I'm always reaching out. It doesn't matter, sometimes I wake up at 1 o'clock, I send out an email, the next day, I don't get a reply. Why are you emailing me at 1? But always that good response, that just that warmth and family, guidance. And to add to Avalon, it's just been a great process through the whole high school. I didn't even think I was ready for it, but made it so easy for us to just follow the guidelines and just to feel comfortable, because it's very overwhelming. It's very overwhelming, especially now through this pandemic. Being home, just being home is just it's just a lot, So anytime we reach out to TEAK, they're always there. They're always there, and it doesn't matter what's the question, and they always have an answer. I don't know what is it that they always have an answer, But thank you, TEAK, and and I want to thank Natalie big time for this, even though she's not with us right now. But Natalie got me through this whole process as well. So, thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Ray. So Rahel and Taisha are going to take on this next one about TEAK's expectations for parents and how parents can meet them. We know you're all busy. You got a lot going on. Rahel, tell us how you've managed the expectations and some tips on how to do it.
So the biggest thing I have to say is that you have to be present and available for these kids. The challenge is doable, but you have to be present and you have to be involved, with the kids academically and emotionally. There are nights when George was so tired, 1 a.m. in the morning, he's working. He's like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And I'm sitting there with him 1 a.m. working with him and telling him, you can do it. Take a break, giving him suggestions of take a nap, wake up 5 in the morning. It's going to be a challenging time. Also, just find a buddy system, for the kids, because that also will be a good outlet for them. And just be very well organized. You have to be very organized with, especially when the application time comes around. Organization is very important and crucial. Create your own email, check up on your email, and just be present. The kids really need you to be present.
Awesome. Great advice. Aisha.
Yes. So for me, it was definitely, just in general, for parents to be involved directly and indirectly. That's very important. Parents or single parents such as myself can meet the expectations by being honest with yourself in regards to your capabilities and limitations. Plan ahead, be realistic, and ask for help. And for me, therapy helped a lot. It's just absolutely amazing. Seeking help from the fellow, TEAK fellows, it's a lot of them. Whether it's in your class or another class, they are all so welcoming, so nice, and just so available to one another. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. And then in addition to that, classmates in your child's school, because you have this new family, the TEAK family, and you also have your school environment, which is another family. Also, school guidance counselors, very helpful. But just, it's real important to ask for help. You're not alone. And as I always mention, I am a single parent, so I know I'm sure there are other single parents who may be in class 23. It's a lot. It's a lot being a person. It's a lot being a parent, and it's a lot being a single parent. So I just hope that, I'm talking to some single parent in class 23, but you're not alone and you can do it. I mean, it's difficult, it's challenging, but it's a positive challenge and it's a positive difficulty. So not all difficulties and challenges are negative. So I just want to put that out there. And our children are awesome, very capable, very moldable, very intuitive, just very strong. So at first it's like, oh my God, what did I get into? It's absolutely amazing. So just please ask for help and just be honest with yourself. And that's the best of it.
Awesome. Great advice. Great advice. Thank you.